Spokane police arrested a teenager after they say she stole from a downtown business and then pepper sprayed the owner when he confronted her. The Spokane Regional Health District Board of Health took steps to put 2 more employees on administrative leave. Tonight, the reason behind the shakeup.
Sunshine returns to the forecast later this week, but it comes with some bitter cold nights.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. First up, Spokane police arrested a teenager after they say she stole from a downtown business and then pepper sprayed the owner when he confronted her. KREM 2's Christian Garza spoke with the owner and has more on what he's saying tonight.
A Spokane teen is behind bars after stealing a beanie like this and pepper spraying the owner of Petunia and Loomis right here behind me. Tuesday afternoon, Jesse McCauley, owner of Petunia and Loomis, says he noticed a group of teens enter his store and circle around before quickly leaving. He says he saw a teenage girl put on a beanie with the price tag still attached, and that's when he followed her outside. After catching up to the teen and her group of friends to ask for the beanie back, he says he was quickly pepper sprayed. McCauley says he is still feeling some of the effects from the spray, but he tells KREM 2 he's happy to be back at work regardless of what just happened.
I think that you can't let one incident define your everything, and that's where I think people get downtown wrong. That yes, there are some bad incidents, there are some things that happen that aren't great, but it doesn't mean that everything down here is doom and gloom.
The Spokane Police Department says after getting photos of those involved, officers quickly found and arrested the 16-year-old for first-degree robbery and third-degree theft. The teen is expected to be in court for her arraignment on the 28th. And although it was an unfortunate situation, McCauley says that it hasn't deterred his love for downtown, and he hopes it doesn't for anybody else as well. In Spokane, Christian Garza, KREM 2 News.
So some other people who are in this room and watching online who helped make a day like sort of this possible for a public school girl from Spokane County. First, my parents. Brian and Patty Melody, who taught me to work hard and to measure the value of my work by asking the question, how is your work helping others?
Well, as you just heard, the newest Washington State Supreme Court Justice, Colleen Melody, is a Spokane native and a Ferris High School graduate. Governor Bob Ferguson appointed Melody to that court back in November, replacing retiring Justice Mary Yu. In November, Ferguson said, quote, Colleen Melody has devoted her career to standing up for those who often don't have a voice in our justice system. She will make an excellent justice, unquote. All right, let's talk weather on this Wednesday with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. Jeremy's in the Outdoor Weather Center where it's another cloudy one, Jeremy, but you're saying sun by Friday.
I'm guaranteeing sun by Friday.
I like it.
You know what? I'll turn in the weather clicker if it doesn't happen.
Oh, wow.
Bold statement, right? I've already bet Mark $5. It's probably my last $5. And if I turn in the weather clicker, I'm not going to make any more $5. So here we are. 27 degrees under cloudy skies. Temperatures staying pretty cold, basically where they've been the past few days. But we are going to see a change. Tomorrow, not much of one. In fact, most of the day winds up cloudy yet again. However, tomorrow night, things start clearing out. By Friday morning, we're back to sunshine, and by Friday afternoon, we're talking mostly sunny skies across the inland Northwest. It is going to be beautiful. From Friday to Saturday, get this, it stays sunny. A little disturbance slides by, but all it does is bring us a little wind, and that wind is enough to keep the atmosphere stirred Saturday, Sunday, and so it's likely we stick around with the sun. Tomorrow, we're under the clouds. I put clouds break late in a little sun icon because we might catch a good sunset, but that would be the most optimistic way this goes, and I'm unfortunately an optimist at heart. So tomorrow, probably not going to see that sun. Friday, Saturday, though, sunny.
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Well, check this out. WSU announced today it will give students, faculty, and staff a first taste of its new apple variety, the Sunflare. Well, the sampling event will run from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. tomorrow at the Cub Food Court. The Sunflare is WSU's first new apple since the Cosmic Crisp. While we can only give you a first look, WSU describes the taste as tart, crunchy, and juicy, a cross of Honeycrisp and Pink Lady apples. The university says that apple will be available in grocery stores in 2029. Applications for participating in the 2026 Armed Forces Torchlight Parade are now open. The Spokane Lilac Festival Association states the parade is scheduled for 7:45 p.m. on Saturday, May 16th in downtown Spokane. This year's parade will have a route that will be 50% shorter compared to previous years. SFLA says this is due to Spokane's security and cost considerations. And the Inlanders Best of Readers poll about to open, and it's time to celebrate the people and places that make the Inland Northwest so great. There are a variety of categories, like always, including the best TV anchor, weathercaster, and sports anchor. We'd certainly appreciate your vote if you enjoy watching KREM 2 News. You have time to cast your vote at the polls. They stay open until Tuesday, February 17th. And Up with KREM's Tim Bam caught up with the Inlanders' Tamara McGregor for a deep dive into this year's Inlanders Best of Readers poll.
Who makes the best burger in town, and where can you find the perfect cup of coffee? Also, where's the best place to go bird watching? Those are just some of the categories in this year's Inlanders Best of Readers poll.
The Inlanders Readers Best of Poll is the longest running readers poll, and it's really a celebration of all the best places that make the Inland Northwest so special.
Fun fact, the Inlanders Best of Readers poll began all the way back in 1994, and it began with paper mail-in ballots. Now, this is all about loving local. There's only a first, second, and third place winner for each category, but it's just a great way to highlight different businesses and people in our community.
I love that it's positive, that, for a month it's this celebration and this chance to talk about what's right, what's special and unique and local.
And take a look at this year's logo. It's really cool. It's kind of inspired by Back to the Future.
We have a whole bunch of new questions. Best running club, best barista. We've got 4 different new nonprofit questions, some new food, best Korean food, best poke.
All right, coming up on KREM 2 News at 5, Spokane Regional Health District put more employees on administrative leave today. After the break, we look at what the next steps are for the district. And President Trump spoke to global leaders at the World Economic Forum today. His comments, including what he said about Greenland, coming up in 8 minutes.